Hello and welcome back to another video. Today going to be playing through Test Drive Unlimited Platinum again, or starting a new campaign on here. I did play this a little while ago, but using a capture card to record through the laptop in a weird sort of way with another laptop, which didn't produce the highest quality video. But yeah, unfortunately my save game from last time is gone, which I was hoping to carry on with, sort of hop back in and mess about with. But it looks like we're going to have to do this one again. But yeah, unfortunately I did try this a couple of times already, and first of all had a problem with the quality, which I've now turned up, and it does look really good actually. I've never seen this game look so good. And second time round I had an issue with frame rate. I was trying to get it to refresh at the 60Hz setting, so I've turned that down a bit, turned the quality down a little bit, but still trying to play it at 1080p effectively, or more than that actually. This is on higher, it's on my ultra-wide monitor, which I could use the whole monitor. I played about with that for a minute, but for the purposes of recording we're going to be doing it in a normal 16:9 aspect ratio. But it is 1440p effectively. It might not be after editing and going onto YouTube, but it looks so good, sort of uprated like this. Hopefully the audio and stuff is all alright. This is, well, it's the first video you guys are going to see that I've recorded using Streamlabs rather than Streamlabs OBS rather than the Elgato program, which is what I use for all my Xbox capture stuff. So hopefully this will be okay. Like I say, it's the third time I've recorded it, so the audio still might not be perfect. Unfortunately we have to skip that bit because of music. The audio still might not be perfect, but hopefully overall it's decent enough. But yeah, hopefully we'll come back onto this either for another video or another stream. And there's other stuff I want to test out on the laptop here that I'm recording on. Not the most powerful thing in the world, but want to try some TDU2 mods, potentially the TDU2 online mod. But anyway, I've got to pick a rental car to go to the estate agents in. BMW is kind of fun, but I think I know what I'm going to take. There's an Aston Martin Vanquish here in a beautiful green colour. There's also a Huracan and a Ferrari, but I think we should take the Aston. So yeah, spent a while messing about with controller settings, so it's all how I want it. Quality seems to be working. Hopefully the frames will work this time. They kind of had a bit of a death last time I tried. Have to reach up to the keyboard and press S to start the engine, which is kind of a cool feature. Might get a bit irritating, so I might turn that off. But yeah, going to be using auto. There's not the most feedback from the controller. I don't know if you can set not force feedback, but controller feedback up on here. But anyway, it's kind of funny because the car model is really good. I believe they're taken from Forza, but the rest of it, like the world and the trees, are like uprated quality of really basically, like the model is quite basic, but it's at uprated quality, so that's going to be interesting. Okay, the frames still aren't perfect. Maybe it's just the fact of recording and playing at the same time on a not very powerful laptop. Maybe frames go like that. But if we don't go, like if we go flat out, I've got a feeling it's going to, the frames are going to die again. Apologies if that's giving you a horrendous headache. It's going to give me one in a minute. But yeah, I did try. It was slightly better in slower cars. Like I say, I've tried this a couple of times. It was slightly better in slower cars. But anyway. To the estate agents to buy an house. Actually, it isn't too bad. One thing I hope we're not going to get is the randomly spawning in traffic, because in events where damage is a factor, that's really irritating. That's kind of why I stopped playing this with the mod last time. I don't know if it had anything to do with the mod or if it was just a general problem with the game. But anyway, the Aston does look good. But here we are at Rob and Roger to buy an property. I believe when you first start this game there are two available. Ka'ahomano and Ala Moana, which I'm definitely pronouncing wrong. There's many nice expensive garages, but I think we'll go with the sort of modern apartment style property, and I believe once we've done that we have to buy an vehicle, do a race, and then we'll be back at our house. Look at that, we have bought a property. That Aston looks so good, looks so nice. Right, you have a garage, maybe you should buy something for it. So there's 3 dealers. That Oahu Motors, or whatever, however you call it, is the most interesting. It sort of has a mixture of older cars, so it's kind of like a used car dealership, although technically they all have 0 miles on them because of the way the game works. But okay, so in the Alpha dealer, I believe we can afford a 155 or a GTV6. GTV6 is front wheel drive though, which is not necessarily what I want. I think it is. If I'm wrong about that, apologies. But yeah, the models look so good. That's interesting. When you go closer, the seats turn red, and then when you go away, they turn black. Huh. But yeah, playing this game in this quality is pretty amazing. I know new games all look this good, but I've never played this game in this high settings before. Right, so we can afford that. We can't afford a TT, which I think is usually one of the starter cars, but anyway. There's a lot of expensive Audis in here, and I already kind of know we want something from the other dealership. I just thought I'd take you through the dealerships we've got so far. There are some quite nice cars in here. Last time I played through this, we had a really nice purple RS6. Right, so what do we want to go for? We've got an MX-5, very cheap. GT86, a little bit of a boring choice. 240SX will have some cool modifications at the tuning shop and stuff like that, and I do quite like it, but I don't think we'll go for it. That's a beige Lexus, so that's a no. That's the weird American-style Civic, so that's a no. That should be a Focus RS, not an SVT, so that's... I'm joking, that's a nice car. VR6 is the first car I had last time we played this, so I won't go with that. Fiat Coupe is probably what I'm going to go with, because I don't want a Peugeot and I don't want a massive American barge, so let's go with this. Tired rims. I always find that spelling of tyre amusing. Right, what have we got? BBS. I quite like these, the last couple of pairs of OZs, but I like the silver rim, I like that sort of style. Giallo Ginestra. Rosso Speed. Rosso Winner. Oh, I love the names of these reds, that is brilliant. Black, Ink Black, Scosia Green, Metallic Energy Green. I'm basically Italian, I can read these colours well, so we got Electric Blue Metallic, Blitz Blue, Sprint Blue. That is really nice, I might go with that. There's some nice sort of metallic-y colours like the Azero Portofino here, but which do look good, but I really like the bright blue. And it carries through to the dashboard as well. Quality of this interior isn't bad either. Here are the keys to your new car, or whatever they usually say in TDU2. Character animations are still very 2006, as in, not brilliantly done. Ah, start engine. Yes, this is going to get quite annoying. I didn't even hear it. Ah, there we go. Now I can hear it. Oh, don't crash into me. Yeah, the frames still aren't perfect, so I'm not sure what I can do about that. I can turn the game quality down, but then there's like a black border around it that I have to edit out, so... And I kind of want to play it on the full screen. Well, I would still be playing it on the full screen and recording. Anyway. Be interesting to see if it's the same if I'm playing new games, or if this is just confused because it's like uprated. I might have to turn the details down to low. See what that does. But yeah, for this first gameplay, I'm not going to try and do it again. I've redone it a couple of times to try and make it as good as possible for you guys. But yeah, you might have to bear with me a few videos, getting used to the new software with audio levels and frame rate and all sorts. Especially when I'm recording stuff on the PC. I'm probably going to use this also for recording and streaming from the Xbox. I've got the capture card linked to it, so hopefully
At the next intersection,
it'll all be
turn right.
relatively good. We'll see.
Turn right.
Hopefully the game won't echo through the microphone too much because it's coming out the speakers,
You
but
have reached your destination.
that was never previously an issue. I haven't got it up too loud, so it should all be good. But I can see the microphone thing popping up and down when I'm not talking, which is a little bit worrying. Hopefully that's not too bad. Come back here, Eugene. Oh, he's... That was weird. He braked and I went to dodge around him and then he was sort of there, so... Yeah, the frames still aren't perfect, but... Hopefully it's smooth enough that it won't give you guys too bad a headache. Yeah, it's not sure about it. Hopefully the system for recording more modern games I think is easier because you can tell it to record the game rather than the screen or the window. This isn't exactly set up for it, but I'm enjoying playing it. It's nice to be back on here. I know it's been a little while since we've played it, but hopefully bring this back as either a series or maybe stream it a couple of times, we'll see.
Your itinerary is being recalculated.
Right, so now I think we're just gonna take a nice easy cruise back to the house and then probably leave it for the first video coming back on here. Nice short little one, just going through the sort of first car buying part of the game. First race, first car, first house. And yeah, I'll see if there's anything more I can do about frames. It's a little bit better than it was last time, and I'm not getting any warnings from Streamlabs about it, so hopefully we're all good. But yeah, let's get back to that. Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? That might stop me playing it again. It's a shame. I'm enjoying it. Like I say, last time we stopped playing because the random spawning in vehicles were making it almost impossible to do delivery missions,
Destination is 2 miles away.
which are sometimes my favourites because you get to drive some of the cars that you can't afford yet. Alright, let's see what speed we can get down here before we have to take our turn.
Your destination is 1.5 miles away.
150. Easy. 160.
Your destination is 1 mile away.
Okay, 160.
At the next intersection, turn right. Turn right.
And slow down for the corner. Nice. Oh, a bridge. There's some kind of river.
Your destination is a half a mile away.
Half a mile back to our house. Actually, this is probably a better location than the other house. It's kind of in the city almost. What's that truck doing?
At the next intersection, turn left. Turn left.
Oh, I've got one warning about frames. I had about 6 last time I
You have
recorded
reached your
it, so
destination.
it's slightly better. It's probably usable as a video, at least this time. It's not perfect, but it's almost worth it to play it at this higher quality, so I'm not too worried about it. Right, so now we can see our car in the garage. Great, okay, so we have our first vehicle, we have our first property. It's not bad going for a returned Test Drive Unlimited Platinum. But yeah, do let me know if you've enjoyed this one on a game on the PC rather than on the Xbox, because I can do some more installments for this or streams. I know it went down quite well last time we did a series on it, so I'd like to do a little bit on here. But yeah, let me know what you think of the first recording using this. If some of the audio and frames and stuff aren't perfect, I'll be trying to correct some of that if we do any more. But yeah, I think it turned out quite well, and I'm kind of enjoying being back on here. So yeah, quite a bit of fun coming back to TDU Platinum. But that is going to be all for today's video. Returning to this game and trying recording on the PC properly for the first time. So yeah, hopefully do some more stuff on here with this mod or with the online mod for TDU2. I'd quite like to play about with at some point, as well as some other games that aren't available on Xbox or PlayStation. But I will still primarily be on consoles, because this, like I say, isn't a powerful laptop. It's less powerful than consoles, so generally I'm better off recording on here and playing on there. But for certain things like that, this you can't do on the consoles, and it does look good turned up to the high quality. But yeah, that's enough me going on about that. That is going to be all for today's video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will be back with the next video very soon.